Hey, what are y'all doing? I'm sorry I haven't posted in a very long time. I don't really have any good updates. Like, I'm working. I was laid off. It's my third week of full-time back in real estate, second year working for Pat. And what's crazy is a lot of people are like, well, what do you do now that you don't have a job? And it's like, I had a job, I was just violently overemployed. I think I have food in my teeth. Oh well. So that's a good time. The new admins who replaced me when I got laid off, everything I do is wrong, and they have done everything but call me stupid. They have not called me stupid yet. Hopefully they won't. Yeah, I had some showings on Mother's Day. I showed a couple houses. I had 5 picked out for this one guy. We get to the 5th house. The 4th house was haunted. We get to the 5th house, or maybe the 3rd, whatever. One of them was haunted. We get to the last one, and the seller's home, and we were a little bit late. We were, and the seller was home, and she opens the door, and she's like, well, I had an appointment a long time ago and nobody showed up. And it was like, what? And so her house had been on the market, listed Friday, showing Saturday and Sunday. We're there on Sunday, and it was so the 3rd day on the market. What are you doing home as a seller? Day 3 that your house is on the market? That's just, why are you home? Because you're supposed to make every effort to sell your own house, what are you doing home? So of course I had to say, oh, I'm so sorry, we'll reschedule, we'll come back another day, I'm really sorry about that. I look up the showing report for her house, and not a whole lot going on with that one. I could have told you that though. Whatever, let's do what's in my bag. This is my bag, it's full, but it's full of junk, my purse. I'm not going to show you the other stuff. It's just work stuff, like a computer charger and notebooks. Anyway, I use that as my mirror. So here's my mirror. A bunch of lip liners. I have to have them. More lip liner. Yeah. So the other day we had the office awards. Okay. My old boss likes to plan everything. He likes to plan everything himself. And then we would just call people and make everything happen. And then my Costco card, I'm not going to show you that. And my AAA card, I'm not going to show you that either. It is what it is. So the office awards had not been done yet. So the new admins are like, well, why hasn't this been done? And whose fault is that? And why didn't y'all do it? And it's girl, because my boss liked to do everything himself, So they made a huge deal about how we didn't do anything. But it's my boss literally doesn't let us. These are my 3 lip glosses, clear. This one is I use this all the time. I like it. And then this one I just got, it's blue, it's cute. It's not very sticky. The color on the blue one is called Indigo Ice. I like it. Cappuccino Brownie Pie lip liner. I just had to add new ones to it. Milani Spice, and then Nude. I use this one all the time. I use this one and this one together. I do pink and then I do brown. I'll show you. It's cute. And a brush. I don't know. Eyeliner or eyebrow. You get it. A pen. Cloud spray. A hair thingy. I can't figure out how to use it. And I've watched I don't know how many videos. And then Smoky Rose, I use it all over my face. Okay, you get it. So they're like, y'all didn't do anything, going on and on about it. And it's like, girl, it's not that serious. And then every year I don't know, they were like, yeah, all the every year the admins get the like morale award, which like, this is like when I'm at my funeral, like don't say that like I was a great, lit up the room or anything. Please don't, because like I know I didn't. Anyway, the new admin made a big deal about how I am just violently incapable, like everything I do is wrong, which is crazy. There's no possible way that every single thing I could do is wrong, like that's just a gross exaggeration. But what do I know? And like she hasn't put me on any of the sales that I've turned in, so how is that gonna work? It's not. Anyway, the awards were fine. I don't know if you can see it, but Pat won a stack of awards, as he does every year. That's what all this stuff is. Yeah. That's my lip gloss. Whatever. It's fine. So anyway, they're like, yeah, the admins win the like morale award every year. What do you think I won? Absolutely nothing. Like squat. Nothing. Not a fuck you nothing. Like, damn. And it's not that I was like going into things like, oh, I want to win something, but like, shit on me for a month. Micromanaged me for a month. I had to stay like on staff and like work, even though like I knew I was getting laid off and even though it didn't matter. And I was so nice. Like, for what? Just for them to tell me that everything I've done was wrong and irrelevant and stupid over and over and over. And like bossing me around and stuff. And then one girl had the nerve to be like, it's not personal, you just like have to do everything I say. What? That doesn't make any sense. But whatever. It doesn't matter. This does kind of like get all over my face. It's cute. I like it. And then they're like, somebody was like, yeah, the other one came in smelling like she had an ice break. What the hell does that mean? Doesn't matter to me. But I do think it's funny that they had scheduled the like office awards to be 9 a.m. at the bar, and the only place to park is the county jail. What? They did have coffee. I burnt my mouth. I burned my mouth on the coffee. That's okay though. And then they were like, we had another meeting later that day, and the girl was like, yeah, we went to go close out our tab and see how many people actually ordered alcohol, and turns out it was just us. I don't fit in with them at all. And like, what's crazy is they were never really all that nice to me, but like, I've worked in really corporate spaces, so like you have to be nice to everybody that you work with, otherwise it's just gonna make your life really hard. So like, being not nice to people, like, from jump is crazy. We have 2 closings on Thursday. I've already asked for all of the paperwork, like the final like closing disclosure. 2 on Thursday, we've asked for those. Had a really not great experience with the lender. Whatever. Do you think I'm gonna get paid? Because I don't think I'm gonna get paid. I feel like my admins are gonna cut me out of this office entirely, and they're gonna do everything they can to get me to leave the company. Like, I'm sorry, but if you treat your agents like they're stupid and they're dumb and they're just like irrelevant, if you treat people poorly, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna leave. Yeah, sad. And then we're like in the business meeting phone call today. This is all I do is work. I'm sorry. It's all I do. And I literally just like, I went from being full-time office admin to full-time working for Pat and working for myself. And like, it's a lot. On Sunday, we had a listing appointment we went to, and then we had to go check on another listing. that's going active are coming soon on Wednesday, but there's an estate sale, so we went to go make sure that the yard work had been done. But I'm so nosy, I was like, well, what are they selling? What do they have? What is there? And it's a baby grand, a Steinway, an old baby grand piano from Steinway. I forgot to get the model number, so I'll just go look at it tomorrow. Yeah. Went to a listing appointment, checked on the other listing. Pat's at one of the listings right now doing like an office tour thing. We got a lot going on. And one of the houses that's closing at the end of June that we are selling, the buyer agent we know, and she has pushed closing a month. And like it was supposed to be on the 6th. That's the board's right there. It was supposed to be on the 6th. She moved it to the 24th. Why? And so I'm like talking to my broker in charge, and he's like, yeah, well, he's been a really difficult buyer for her. Like, I'm sorry, but you gotta learn how to manage your clients. You really do. Thank God all of our sellers right now have been just incredible to work with. They really have. Like, I can't explain it. We've had some difficult sellers, and the ones right now are so good. They are so nice. I'm so lucky. Anyway, I need to get to work before Pat gets here and I get stressed out. So anyway, that's the update. I hope y'all are doing good. Let me know what you guys are doing for summer. Are you going anywhere? You got any vacations? I don't. Oh, also I went to a wedding, and they sat me at a table full of therapists, and every single one of them was like, oh, my husband's a therapist. Oh, my husband's a therapist. Oh my God, my husband's a lawyer. My husband's a therapist. What did I do to deserve that? Anyway, I wrote a thank you note and was like, thank you so much. Everything was beautiful, and haven't heard anything since. Yeah, and then this girl that's like 21 was like, it's so weird that you went to a wedding alone. Like, no one here is gonna go home with you. Like, everybody's like taken. Like, that's so weird that you went alone. Saying that to me. And I'm like, girl, I didn't say anything. I was just like, yeah, I know, but it's okay. I'm here to celebrate my friends. It doesn't really matter if I'm not going home with anyone. Can I not be happy for my friends? Why would you say that? And it's like, this is why people don't like, who says that? Like, what? That's such a weird thing to say. So yeah, life is super fun. I'm gonna hang up now. I will talk to you later. Love you, bye.